It's renewal of vows.
Yeah.
Took us a lot of time. I just got.
Good morning, everyone.
At the center. Okay.
Microphone, Bill. I'm exhausted.
Good morning, everyone.
Sure,
The time being 8:31 on Tuesday, August 12th, I'd like to call the Forest Preserve District Commission meeting to order. Gabby, would you please do the roll call?
Allen. Bates. Berman. Doherty. Garcia. Gums. Gums here. Ball. Juby here. Caius.
It's present.
Leonard.
Leonard here.
This. Here. Linder.
Linder here.
Molina.
Molina present.
Mrs.
Hennis is here.
Roth.
Roth here.
Pez. Strathman. Strathman here. Surges.
Surge's present.
Tarver's here.
Tepe.
Be here.
Williams.
Williams here.
Young.
Here.
You have a quorum?
Thank you. We have a quorum. Ask for approval for remote attendance by Mr. Berman, Mr. Doherty, and Ms. Molina. Any objections to that?
No.
Seeing none, welcome aboard, and you're welcome to vote also. All three have justifiable reasons for not being here and doing Zoom, so they will be able to vote. Moving on, we need the Pledge of Allegiance. Ms. Gums, would you please lead us in that?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Very much. Moving on, I don't believe we have any public comment today. We will now move on. I need a motion and a second for unanimous consent to approve the minutes of July 8th, 2025.
Mr. Chair, this is Caius. I would ask for unanimous consent for the approval of the minutes for July 8th, 2025.
Thank you very much. Any objections, concerns? Seeing minutes are approved. Our next order of business is the presentation and approval of the bills of the commissioners per diem for July 2025. May I have a motion and a second on that?
Gums so moves.
Seconds.
Ms. Gums moves, Mr. Tarver seconds. Any questions, discussions, concerns about that? Seeing none. Clerk, please do the roll.
Allen. Arroyo. Bates. Berman. Doherty. Garcia. Grape. Gums.
Yes.
Iqbal.
Iqbal, yes.
Juby. Juby, aye. Caius.
Caius, yes.
Leonard.
Leonard, yes.
Lewis. Lewis, yes.
Linder, yes.
Molina.
Molina, yes.
Hennessis.
Hennis is yes.
Roth.
Roth, yes.
Sanchez. Strathman. Yes. Surges.
Yes.
Tarver.
Tarver, yes.
Tepe.
Deppie, yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Approved.
Thank you very much. Per diem is approved. Before we move on in the agenda, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our new legal counsel, Mr. Dirk Price. He's joined us just recently, and unfortunately for him, fortunately for us, we've kept him very busy, and he's helped us out in many ways. In fact, later on in the agenda, there will be a couple areas where we also needed his counsel, and he gave us wonderful advice on that, so we're moving ahead on that. So welcome aboard. Thank you very much, Mr. Price. We have no presentations today, so we'll move on to Finance and Administration. I'd like a motion and a second for resolution FP-R-25-08-3173. This is a resolution authorizing the purchase of one compact pickup truck for the use by the Operations Department through the state of Illinois. Need a motion and a second on that?
Williams moves.
Lewis will second.
Williams moves, Pennis seconds. Mr. Johnson, if you wouldn't mind giving us a brief overview of what's going on here, we would appreciate it.
Sure. So funding was approved in fiscal year 26 for the purchase of an additional compact pickup truck for the district's fleet. The compact pickup truck has proven capable of fulfilling the district's needs to transport up to 4 staff, as well as hauling basic tools, materials, and supplies. The truck being presented will go to the Operations Department. That'll allow the current vehicle in that spot to be transitioned to our Community Engagement Department. Currently, the Community Engagement does not have a vehicle, so that vehicle will serve as a pool vehicle for the naturalist staff to travel throughout the county to do programming and community outreach. Anticipated annual mileage is the reason we rotate vehicles. We want to make sure that we are maximizing their useful life expectancy kind of at a predictable rate. So we want to have a vehicle that's exceeded kind of a minimum mileage at the time of replacement. A Ford Ranger is currently the lowest bid through the Illinois State procurement contract, and that's through Morrow Brothers Ford. Funds totaling $46,000 were budgeted and sufficiently available under Operations Administrative Automotive account to cover this purchase. And at this time, staff is recommending that the committee approve the purchase of one Ford Ranger Crew Cab 4x4 from Morrow Brothers Ford of Greenfield, Illinois, for a total cost of $44,281.
Any questions on this purchase? I'd just like to mention too that we had $46,000 budgeted for this, so this is under that figure. You have no other discussion or concerns on this? Gabby, please do the roll on this.
Allen,
Allen, aye.
Arroyo, Bates, Berman,
Lauren, yes.
Doherty,
We can have social services that went out for you today. If you want to.
Doherty, Garcia,
Garcia, yes.
Gripe, Gums,
Yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Doobie,
aye.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Lewis,
Lewis, yes.
Linder,
Linder, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Genesis,
Genesis, yes. Roth, yes.
Sanchez, Strathman,
Yes.
Surges, Carver,
Tarver, yes.
Pepe,
Pepe, yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
approved.
Resolution's approved. Thank you very much. Before we go on to the next resolution, I'd like to welcome Ms. Garcia, Ms. Allen, Mr. Roth, and Ms. Lewis to the forum and to the executive section of our agenda. We have I'll need a motion and a second for resolution FP-R-25-08-314. This is the resolution approving a construction contractor change for the Big Rock Forest Reserve RTP Trail Restoration Project.
Gums will move. Gums will move.
Gums will move.
second.
Juby seconds. Any discussion on this? I would like to mention that this resolution and the next resolution, which was approved and forwarded through the Finance and Administration Committee, in both these cases, we had a contractor that failed to perform under the conditions of our contract. Because of that, we had to find a replacement contractor for both of these resolutions, which we were able to find the second lowest bidder to agree to the price they had given us. And the difference in the pricing, which I believe was about,
Right, so it's about 20,000 difference in price for Big Rock and about 200,000 difference in price for Mill Creek.
so there was a substantial difference in the price, not only in this one, but the next one. But the insurance company that handled Evans and Son, the contractor that failed these contracts, their bonding company agreed to pay the difference in both of these additional costs. So there's no additional cost to the Forest Reserve on either of these resolutions. There will be a little delay in getting things done, but we can't do anything about that. So all in all, I'm very happy about that. Mr. Price, is there anything you'd like to say about this?
Just that, so by way of background, I got into government law through the public works construction side of it. I used to work for a firm that did nothing but surety work. And here it's a real testament to your staff. They were on top of this from the get-go. Evans and Son was a long, well-respected contractor, did a lot of work up and down the valley. But they lost some of their key personnel who started a new firm, and then they got into trouble with the union. And across all of our Forest Preserve and Park District clients, Evans and Sons has not performed. They've left equipment on site and other things. It's in some ways a real tragedy. But that being said, Kane County Forest Preserve staff was on top of this from the beginning. They didn't pay out any money to Evans because they weren't performing well. They called the default in a reasonably prudent, short amount of time. They got the surety involved. And this outcome driven by staff is really an excellent outcome. So this is the first step in authorizing the second low bidder who's willing to honor their bids, even though we're way past the 60 days that they're required to honor it. They're willing to do the work. They like working for the Forest Preserve. So testament to Ben and the staff, and you're in good hands here. This is the way to go.
Thank you, Mr. Price. The exact amount difference in price was $21,486.21, which of course EMC through the surety bond is going to make up that difference. So there's no additional costs out of our pocket. Any other questions, concerns on this? Clerk, please do the roll.
Allen,
Allen, I.
Arroyo, Bates, Berman,
Berman, yes.
Doherty, Garcia,
Garcia, yes.
Gripe, Gums,
Gums, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Shuby, I.
Caius,
Yes.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Lewis,
Lewis, yes.
Landry, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Genesis,
Hennessy's, yes.
Roth,
Roth, yes.
Sanchez, Strathman,
Yes.
Surges, Tarver,
Tarver, yes.
Pepe,
Pepe, yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Approved.
Resolution's approved. Thank you very much. I do have Jen Rooks Lopez up at the microphone in case there are any additional questions. I do want to say that she was very instrumental in getting both of these things done. It was very labor intensive and took a lot of work on her part and Mr. Price's part. So thank you both very much. Moving on to the next resolution, which is FPR-25-08-3175. This is a resolution approving once again a construction contractor change for the OSLED grant project at Mill Creek Greenway Forest Reserve Archery Range. I need a motion and a second to discuss and hopefully approve.
Allen moves.
Ellen moves,
Linder, second.
Linder seconds. Any discussion on this? Jen, if you wouldn't mind just giving a little background on this, since you were pretty involved in this, and there was a substantial difference in pricing between what the lowest bidder was and the second one.
Sure. So this, as it said in the memo, this project was awarded in January. And as Mr. Price had mentioned, Evans and Son has been around in business for years and years and years. So when we awarded the project, we had every confidence at the time that they would be able to complete, even though there is a large difference between your first low bid and your second low bid in pricing. But this year, as we've kind of gone over, Evans and Son has kind of imploded. We worked closely with the contractors at Evans. We had set up pre-construction meetings as soon as the weather turned in spring. So at the beginning of April, we had our pre-construction meeting with the company. They gave us a schedule. Equipment started to show up on site. But shortly after that, we started to notice that equipment might be showing up on site, but there wasn't a lot of work happening. And then we lost the main construction manager that we were working with on site. All of a sudden, he was no longer with the company, and the company hadn't notified Zachary that the person we were trying to get in touch with was no longer with the company. And then the second contact disappeared. And then the union showed up. And then the site basically just shut down. If you happen to drive by Mill Creek Forest Preserve and take a look at the site, you'll notice that the excavation for the new driveway, the new parking lot, where the shelter will go, and where the new concrete walkways for the archery range, all of that has been excavated. But that's kind of where we stopped about a month and a half ago. So, and at that point, we started looking into one, what's going on with this contractor with other park districts in the area, and then two, exploring those options with the surety bond to see what we could do to get the project moving forward and to declare the contractor in default of their contract.
Thank you very much. With respect to this particular contract, the original bid, which was approved by this commission, was $1,174,046.70. With the difference being the second lowest bidder who agreed to pick up the job, that bid came in at $1,384,666.80. So there's a difference of $210,620.10. And once again, EMC, their surety department, of which we secured surety bond on, has agreed to pay that difference. So once again, we have no additional cost to the Forest Reserve. We just have a delay in the completion of that. Questions? Seeing none, clerk, please do the roll.
Allen,
Allen, I.
Arroyo, Bates, Berman,
Berman, yes.
Doherty, Garcia,
Garcia, yes.
Gripe, Grams,
Grams, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Juby, I.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Lewis,
Lewis, yes.
Linder,
Linder, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Genesis,
Genesis, yes.
Roth,
Roth, yes.
Sanchez, Strathman,
Strathman, thank you to the staff and yes.
Burgess, Tarver,
Tarver, yes.
Pepe,
Tepe, yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Young, Spruit.
Resolution's approved. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, we have no need for closed session today, so we won't be going into that. Under new and unfinished business, is there anything anyone would like to discuss? Seeing none, we'll go to,
President,
yes, Mr. Surges.
if I could indulge at the end of the meeting, there's a couple of photos that I would love to put up on screen. But unfortunately, I sent them to Blair instead of, I did, my bad. Technology.
Are they ready to present those? We could do that now.
We would need to do that. And Ben, this is, I called you the other day of a concern from a constituent.
Certainly.
And, sometimes we have the best intents in the world for what we're doing. And I know that we took that dam down thinking that, this is a really wonderful situation, but unfortunately for a family that has invested a great deal of money, their life savings, this is their family business. They have the premier, in my opinion, wedding venue at the north end, bricks on the Fox. It's more like bricks on the mud bog right now. And Blair, if you can advance a couple of, that's our beautiful Fox River, and the ducks can walk across it and not get their knees wet. And, I asked Ben to come out and just take a walk with me, and let's call IDNR and just say, I'm not sure where this is going, but it's not good. And, go to the next one. And, in a couple of these, a month ago, 2 months ago, it was, wow, what's that little crest in the river?
Mm-hmm.
Now there's more island than there is river, and it is of concern. And when I called Ben, in all honesty, north of the Carpentersville Dam by Auto Engineering, the greenery has taken over and done exactly what we anticipated it would do. Unfortunately, south of that, yeah, not so much. And it's really, I mean, for a business owner to call and say, you know, listen, I don't mean to bitch, but gosh, this is not a good situation and it's getting worse. I just wanted to bring it to the attention of the board and just kind of say, hey, and Ben, if we can take a drive out and Blair, if you can make that one. Yeah. I mean, it's really getting, you know, if we could just give it a little attention, I'd appreciate it. That is north of East Dundee. Yeah, Chris, south of the, was it called the Main Street Bridge by Auto Engineering?
Yeah.
Yeah, is this your district? I don't know where.
No,
I mean, we're right.
no.
Jared, Chris
Main
and I all
Street.
kind of converge on that one little area. And there's a pedestrian walking bridge just to the south of this. There's an old, you know, old towny bridge, you know, I don't even know how to describe it, that is now no longer a major passageway, yet, you know, still functional. But these buildings, much like Deb, much like the old downtown Elgin before the riverboat that was, you know, aging and dilapidated. This business owner has spent literally millions of dollars making that building that just pre-COVID was in shambles. Now it's beautiful. And then he's calling saying, hey, Mr. Commissioner, if you could just kind of take a look at this. And I just like, yeah, kind of waiting for the call. Sorry. So I just wanted to bring it to your attention just for what it's worth. And Ben, I have no solution and I hate ever raising a question without a solution, but we're looking for some help here.
We're also looking for help with Illinois Office of Water Resources that regulates the dam removal. So a couple of things, and thank you for the heads up on this one. And then so when we did the hydrologic modeling, it included the sediment load that was behind the dam, and then we've received lower water than we thought we were going to get this year. We being IDNR, IEPA, and other regulatory entities, including the Army Corps, who had this. One thing I'll point out before we visit is the lack of vegetation on here, indicating that this sandbar is likely still mobile, unlike north of the dam where that's been mud flats that we were anxiously awaiting the vegetation. Those became static and vegetated and what we were hoping. So we'll see you know, what happens with this during the winter, but we'll also be talking about the state for how to move it. If a river has a job, it's to take the sediment that comes into it and move it downstream without degrading or aggregating or building up. So this was not the intention that's supposed to be going through here. And so with this being dynamic, I think this is still mobile, but we'll go out there and now that we have it
Much
in our
like
attention.
flushing a toilet, I'm hoping that with the amount of water that just hit Milwaukee on the river, if
It's not
maybe some locks would just open up for a day, we could flush some of this through.
As
but,
simple as that.
You know, and I don't think it's
Yeah.
more complicated than that, but
Right.
the water's being held north of us and we just need a little.
Right. And then, but we were going to talk to with the state, and I don't know that there is a mechanical solution to help, you know, kind of dredge or move that along, or if there's a high flow event that just moves it, but
If
I'm
the
happy to go
squeaky
out there.
wheel gets the grease,
Absolutely.
we're squeaking. So,
Yeah.
you know, just.
Thank you very,
Exactly.
thank you very much, Mr. Surges. Ben and the staff will look into this and hopefully we'll be able to come up with some kind of a solution that will benefit
Yeah, just keep
everyone.
The business owner in tune. The family is just nothing wonderful, good people, and they have been nothing but polite and not argumentative, but just said, hey,
we'll be out there.
yeah, just
We'll
put it
visit
on the
with them.
radar.
Great, thank you very much. With respect to communications, Director Lori Matanchuk, do you have any updates?
Just a few. Good morning. Staff participated in National Night Out at 2 locations on August 5th, and these are some of the pictures. Oh, you're not getting the message I'm getting on my screen. Okay, good. These are some of the pictures from that event. Was a great time. We gave out a lot of Frisbees and stickers and other fun forest preserving things. We also had Rusty Rodeo. This was our event along with St. Charles Park District, Fox Valley Park District, and Friends of the Fox River, where we collected invasive rusty crayfish out of the Fox River at 2 locations. And in this photo, if I can get my mouse to play along, this photo, this was the largest rusty crayfish caught that day, and that's being held by our communications and marketing supervisor's son, Theo Kovach. So congrats to Theo. He got a free t-shirt out of the deal. I don't have a total on how much they got out of the river, but good time had by all, and it was really, really hot that day. And then lastly, as always, we have our annual Kane Forest Preserve Foundation golf outing coming up. It's Thursday, September 11th. If you'd like to register a foursome, go to kaneforestpreservefoundation.org, and there you can register. I'm not sure who won last year. I was going to put the winners on the screen as requested. Okay, I'll look for pictures of you for next time. And that's it.
Thank you very much. Mr. Haverther, are there any comments you'd like to make?
Yes, thanks for the time. Since we're running a little ahead of schedule, I just want to take an opportunity to bring your attention to the monthly report, specifically the Wildlife Division of our Natural Resource Management Department. They're sharing a lot of good news. Three things. You hear a lot about Blanding's turtles, but just as a reminder, they're state endangered. We're the biggest Blanding's turtle conservation entity, one of the biggest in the region, certainly in the county. We work with some other private entities, and those are hatching and they're in the incubators and in one of the shops. And so we'll have hundreds of those that are going to be grown out for another year and then returned into the forest preserve. So continued success there. Our wildlife biologist is one of 5 or 6 people on the statewide task force to ensure the return of this species to the wild, and they're doing great work. One you don't hear a lot about is the state endangered green snake. And they, for the first time this last month, some of our seasonal wildlife staff found evidence of, they found a snake nest, wild green snake eggs in the forest preserve. So I cannot tell you where those are in a forest preserve. And then we have never known, we've never found evidence of that occurring in our whole history. So exciting news there. And one final piece, at Muirhead Springs, we talked about all of the birds that have returned due to the work that we're doing out there. And just last month, you passed some of the engineering for wildlife observation platform. We have also, there's some green snake eggs right in there. It's not the most flattering. Just imagine, but in the report, and then there's also a milk snake in there. But we just successfully fledged a couple of Wilson's phalaropes, which is a shorebird species. They are not known from Illinois, but the restoration has been of such a level that we have endangered species using the forest preserves, and we don't share this when they're out there to protect the species while they're on site, and they have successfully fledged and will begin their migration soon. But the work is going really well in the forest preserves. Just wanted to share that.
Any other comments from anyone? I just have really one or two short comments. Number one, I wanted to let everybody on the commission know that all the bonds have been secured. So we now have approximately $40 million coming in for additional land purchase that we can use. And of course, we're getting very many people contacting us, sharing that news. So I think we're going to have some very good options. We look forward to seeing what options we're going to have and then presenting them to the commission for their approval. Outside of that, I have nothing else, but I do need a motion, a second.
We're out to a motion to adjourn.
This
for
is
the reports.
For the reports.
I would request you do unanimous approval of.
Your motion is for unanimous approval?
Yes.
Any objections or concerns? Seeing none? The reports are placed on file. Finally, I need a motion, a
I
second.
will motion to adjourn.
Got somewhere to be, Bill?
And a second on that? Mr. Tarver seconds. All in favor, say aye. Meeting's adjourned. Thank you.